Hey guys, it's Brittany, and today I'm reviewing Stuck Together. And oh my goodness, this episode was amazing. There were some parts I loved so much, and there were some parts I did dislike, but I'll get into that. Let's start off with the beginning of the episode where Aquamarine is ranting about how she got the Great Rose Quartz and she's gonna bring Rose Quartz to the diamonds. And then Topaz comes in with Lars and she's just like, oh, and a bonus, like we got a Lars too. And the fact that Lars was still on the ship just like broke my heart so much, because like he got into this whole situation because of running away from things. He ran away from the potluck, so he got abducted, and he ran away from helping Sadie. So now he's in space. He got left back on the ship. So, Lars, you need to grow some balls. Please. But, like, anyways, they're like, this episode, like, when, in the beginning, when Steven was ranting about how he loves to shatter gems, and, like, Aquamarine is like, wait till the diamonds get their hands on you. I'm sorry, this show is just so crazy because Aquamarine's her attitude was just right on point. But like when Steven realizes Lars is still on the ship, he's like, no, deal's off. Like, I said you can only take me and not any humans. And Aquamarine is like, I'm so moved, I'm gonna cry. And she's like, just kidding, that's my gem. As if like no one realized that was her gem. Like the first time we saw her face, Steven even like looks at her teardrop gem and it's like, that's a freaking gem. But it's crazy how she has a teardrop and like she's so like she's a bad gem, she's a mischievous gem, and like don't like gang members get like teardrops into their eyes for like people they kill? That is crazy. Is Aquamarine in the gang? Next theory video. But anyways, then they Topaz goes to like drive the ship. Do you drive ships? I think so. And then Aquamarine comes and tells her there's something wrong with the ships because of maybe when Alexandrite had fused and held down the ship. So she goes to go check it, and like Lars and Steven are talking, and like Steven was talking with a plan. So he tells Lars to take off his pants, science or not, and catch one of the gem destabilizers. And like this was never gonna work, Steven. Like your short little pants for your short little legs, they were gonna reach all the way over there. But Lars, he does not give a fuck. And like when Steven tells him to throw it at the gem destabilizers, that's exactly what he does. He doesn't even like try to lasso it. He like legit throws it. So then Steven's like, why'd you do that? Like, Lars, what's wrong with you? And Lars starts crying and starts telling Steven how he's a wuss, and Steven is like never scared throughout these things, and Steven always is like the strong one and stuff like that. And Steven cries and says that he's not always strong and he's scared right now. He didn't like he's scared of doing what he's doing right now, but like it's the best thing to do for him. And then like they start laughing and like talking about how wanting to hug each other, you know, that mushy gushy stuff. And then Topaz starts crying about how they're in like such a horrible situation but still are able to talk and connect, and she says she wishes that Topaz could do that. But since she got that over emotionally, since she felt emotionally connected to what Lars and Steven were saying, she wants to help them and let them free and like make them go through the escape pod. But this is the part I really do not like, where Steven and Lars are just like Lars is like, Steven, why aren't you coming? And then Steven's like, I have to stay here, Lars, you should go. And then fucking fucking Aquamarine comes in. Like, you had so much time, Lars. You could have just got the fuck out of there. Got the fuck out of there. Both of you could have just left. But I know how there would be problems with that. There would be problems for Topaz. If Steven had left also, they would have just came back and took him. And then Aquamarine comes and it's like, what's happening here? And like, Topaz tries to explain herself, and then Steven tries to help and say like, we're like all expressing our emotions, you should too, or something along the lines of that. And I find that so freaking funny. And then, so Aquamarine starts like saying stuff, and what did she do? Like, she lifted up her wand, and then as soon as she did that, she lifted up the wand, like smashed the escape pod, and Topaz grabs the gem destabilizer and pins Aquamarine down. I was just like, yes, Topaz, you're fucking badass. And like, then Aquamarine just tells like Topaz how bad of an idea that would be. And so Topaz just drops the gem destabilizer, and like Aquamarine tells her to like go back and drive the ship. And in no time, they reach Homeworld, and when they get out, they go their separate ways. Both Topaz and Topaz go their separate ways. One with Lars, one with Steven. And they're like positioning their hands towards each other, like, no! And I was like, I wanted to cry so bad. And that's where the episode ends. Yep. Oh, also, how did I miss this? Topaz's voice. Her voice was so beautiful. I did not expect Topaz's voice to be like that. I expected it to be like a jaspery voice, or like at least like an amethysty voice, like a raspy voice, or like a deep voice at least. I did not expect that so sweet, lighthearted voice. It was so crazy. But I cannot wait for the rest of season 5. I cannot wait for the 1 hour special on Memorial Day. That's gonna be awesome and crazy. But that's it for now. This episode was amazing. Thumbs up this video if you like this episode. Comment suggestions of other videos I should do down below. And bingo bongo! I wonder if I should say that cooler, like bingo bongo, or like bingo bongo with my like fingers pointing.